Today, I'm going to try to take you on an experience, not just to understand the void, but to feel the edges of it. Because some things cannot be taught directly, they can only be experienced. For many years ago, my own wise teacher, Lee Smith Jr., introduced me to an idea that changed the way I think about mastery, focus, and stillness. Today, I'd like to share that experience with you. So, for the next few minutes, let's explore the boundary together. The void, the final ring, the final lesson, and perhaps the hardest one to understand. To many people, the word void sounds unsettling. It sounds like emptiness, nothingness, and the absence of meaning. But Musashi meant something different entirely. He wrote, "By knowing things that exist, you know that which does not exist. That is the void." Think of a blank canvas, empty, yet capable of becoming any painting. Think of silence, empty, yet capable of holding every sound. The void is not the absence of possibility. It is possibility itself. Before we continue, I want you to stop. Pause the video when you see the pause on the screen. And get to a place where you're comfortable. Look at the screen. Or, if you feel comfortable, close your eyes. Take a slow breath in. Draw the air in your nose into your stomach. Inhale. 2, 3, 4. Hold. Feel the weight of your body. Feel gravity pulling you towards the earth. 2, 3, 4. Now exhale. Slowly. Let your shoulders drop. Let the tension leave. 2, 3, 4. Good. Now listen. Long ago, a man burdened by endless work sought help from a wise master. The wise master gave him a powerful demon. The creature could perform impossible tasks. It could build walls, harvest fields, dig lakes, and even move mountains. But there was one condition. The demon had to remain busy. Every moment. If it ever ran out of work, it would devour the master. At first, the man was delighted. The demon completed every task faster than he could ever imagine. His life became easy. His wealth grew. His problems disappeared. Until one day, he ran out of work. The demon approached, towering over him, demanding another task. Terrified, the man ran back to the master, and the old master smiled. He picked up a single curly hair and handed it to him. "Give this to the demon. Tell him to straighten it." The demon laughed. It pulled the hair straight, released it, and watched it curl again. He heated it. He pulled it. He hammered it. Tried everything. Yet every time he released it, the curl returned. Hours became days. Days became years. The demon completely absorbed by the impossible task. And for the first time, the man knew peace again. Before we continue, take another breath. If your eyes are closed, keep them closed. Inhale. 2, 3, 4. Hold. Notice the stillness. Notice the space between thoughts. Notice how quiet everything has become. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. Slowly. 2, 3, 4. The demon is still there, but for a moment, it has stopped shouting. And when you're ready, slowly open your eye. The story is ancient, but the demon is familiar, because the demon is in us. It is the restless part of the mind, the voice that replays old mistakes, the voice that worries about tomorrow, the voice that cannot stop searching for another problem to solve. The mind is an incredible servant, but it is a terrible master. The demon was never defeated. It was simply given a place to rest. And many people misunderstand mastery. They believe the goal is to stop thinking. Musashi disagreed. You cannot enter the void through ignorance. You earn it. First comes the training, then adaptation, then action, then awareness. Only then can the mind become quiet. This is the great paradox. The void is not the beginning of the path. It is what remains when the path disappears beneath your feet. When the technique no longer requires thought. When the action and the actor become one. When there is no hesitation between knowing and doing. We no longer carry swords, but the battle remains. The athlete stepping onto the line, the writer facing the blank page, the artist painting, a musician performing, a creator publishing their first work. There is a moment when participation ends, and analysis stops, and doubt fades, and action simply happens. Modern psychology calls this flow. Musashi called it something else. He called it the void. Not because nothing exists, but because nothing unnecessary remains. Before we leave, one final breath. Inhale. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. If your eyes are closed, slowly open them. Musashi closes his masterpiece with these words: "In the void is virtue and no evil. Wisdom has existence. Principle has existence. The way has existence. Spirit is nothingness. Perhaps the void is not something we find. Perhaps it is something that remains when everything unnecessary is allowed to fall away. Earth taught us to train. Water taught us to adapt. Fire taught us to act. Wind taught us to see. Void teaches us to let go. The demon was never the enemy. The noise was. And in the silence, we begin to see clearly. If you've joined me for all the 5 books, thank you. This has been more than a study of strategy. It has been a study of mastery. Until next time, stay unbound and always stay continuous, creatives.